think you taking more than $150 for processing fee, you will pay 150,000 Liberian dollars in revenue.
When was that policy?
I mean, when 2024 is on page 19. Page 19. I'm not just taking anything off my head. Now, the next thing is this. The receipt will be submitted to the office of the district education officer. In all of our district, we have our district education officers. They're very professional and very sophisticated. So you have to work along with them. Number 3, if it is discovered that you overcharge the processing fee, that is 150 Liberian dollars, your school will also receive a warning letter, which will be made public on social media and on this radio station and all the radio station, that your school is not law abiding, your school is in violation, you are penalized, and parents, if possible, can take your children from your school. All right, so please obey. Another thing is, when you violate your operational permit, the operational permit of your school may be revoked. But maybe we say pay 150 Liberian dollars. Then you say you'll bring $30 US. Hey, man, what kind of human being you are? So you just believe in exploiting children? Maybe you get 3 children going to school. Someone say the processing fee in Africa, the processing fee is 150 Liberian dollars. Then someone say $15. When you bring a receipt to us and you let us know, and that person is guilty, that person will be charged 150,000 Liberian dollars.
Has there been any?
Or we will revoke.
Has there been any violator in the previous?
Yes. Some people been paying money, but we're not running the radio. We're not running the ministry on the radio.
So
we will pay in government revenue to LRA.
What were they paying first as fund?
Oh, pay first. It
was the same 150,000.
Yes. And
so that has been in swing for how many years now?
Just from 2003 to 2004.
Okay.
So that's 2 years now.
2 years.
So this year, we're standing tall on our toes. We're standing tall on our toes. So we want you to understand that. So we hope that all school administrators will obey and be law abiding.
Okay, now you spoke about the business registration certificate. Schools must have, the management of schools must have before they being accredited access to wire operations, and the payment for modalities and other things. These are requirements. Has it been? Have you observed as a ministry that schools in Liberia have been operating without these requirements?
There are some schools who think they can just bypass.
Have you seen some of those schools?
Oh, yes, some of
where are they operating?
No, we can't just let you know now, because firstly we'll give you warning letter and we'll let our DO to warn you, and of course the CEO will do similar thing when it reach to us. And you continue to violate, you operating school without operational permit. Maybe last year you were operating school on junior high level. This year you want to go to senior high level, that different operation permit. So you can say, because I have this last year, I will continue to do this year. When you operating early childhood education, your permit is different. Primary education, your permit is different. Junior high education, your permit is different. Senior high education, your permit is different.
So you have value addition monetarily.
So as you go ahead, you go for additional permit that will commensurate with your standard and your level. So it is done everywhere. So when you in first grade, the level of comprehension is different.
Okay.
When you go to 7th grade, your level of comprehension is different. Just like that. Similarly, when you are operating early childhood, your level is different. When you come to primary, your level is different. Junior high, your level is different. Senior high, your operational permit also different. So please follow that so that we have a successful school year.
Good. Okay. So please, people are listening. They want to know as to what is the meaning of misusing school properties.
Very good.
Have you?
This is particularly
what you really mean
public schools. This is particularly to the public school because it is difficult for people to just open up private schools for people to use it. For example, we say absolutely no public school should be used to operate a church or mosque. Maybe if you can vividly follow some historical analysis, some of the public schools have been used for mosques and churches in the past. But this time we're saying the war ended ever since. You're supposed to now be responsible to have your own church building or your mosque building. You're not using classroom again for that. So we are saying absolutely no public schools should be used to operate a church or mosque. The principal of such school fall in violation shall pay into government revenue the amount of 150,000 Liberian dollars.
Why all of your funds are just 150,000?
Not me, the ministry. I'm only here as a spokesperson. I'm reading what is written in the academic calendar. So you tell me why all of your funds?
Yeah, because you are the spokesperson of the ministry.
Yeah, it is the senior management team that sanctioned this. It is incumbent upon me as official spokesperson of the ministry to propagate, to disseminate this information to the public so that the public will be in the know what to do and how to do what to do.
So
accordingly.
So why would you say there is no need for mosques or church to be on the premises
of place to be reserved for only learning?
So the students are not to pray to God? No, God has created them?
On Sunday is a different day. So if you want to have a service, you must have your place reserved uniquely, the place that is, a holy place. Because you leave that place and that's the children go in there. So what are you going to preserve there? So we are saying maybe in the past we
in case the school administration build the church and it turned it to the government.
It's not the school administrator that can build the church or the school. It is the government that build the school and place in school. So the school administrator that is governed or heading that institution that's under the supervision of the government is now telling you absolutely no church or mosque should be operated in the public school building.
Have you seen some?
Now, let me finish with the guidelines so you can bring your question. Now, we said if the principal or the head of that school is fall in violation, you will pay 150,000 for the first offense and be suspended for 1 month without pay. You see that? This one get additional thing attached to it. Now, the public school principals must desist from giving out school furniture, which means chairs, to other properties to be used by the community. If the government places chairs in a school, the school administrator or principal should desist from giving these materials to community people for community meeting, for funeral services, for queen contests, and other community meetings. No, it was not meant for that. Sometimes they will spoil the chairs, they will break the arm, and government will come again with another responsibility to prepare armchairs. So we are telling you, the school administrator, please protect our properties. Another thing here. They say market days, bereavement, and other non-school related celebration should not stop or interfere with operation of the school. Now, in some of the villages, when there's a program or funeral service, they say today no good school. No. It shouldn't interfere.
In case the administrator of that school dies.
That's a different issue. That is a different issue. That is occasional. But
what's about a student?
The student can be arranged on different days. The student from one class.
Well, life is the same life.
Now, listen to me. The student from either 3rd grade or 6th grade or 12th grade, one class. The entire school day should not be stopped or canceled for that one student bereavement or death. So we are telling you, if it is 6th grade, that class can go and sympathize. You can send representatives from other classes, but the entire school day should not be canceled because we have 200 instructional days. Now, another thing is this. Public school buildings should not be used for political campaign rallies. Public school buildings should not be used for political campaign rallies. What do I mean by that? We just ended our campaign. We are asking our school administrators, nobody should use our campuses to carry out campaign activities.
The politicians want the votes of the
students. It was good for us. It was just we were not closed for one day, so no one went there. And schools were in such a while they were carrying on their campaign and all of things.
There were politicians going on campuses in Liberia.
Listen.
So what are you planning to do with the administrations of those institutions?
The public school building should not be used for political campaign rallies, which means you cancel the entire school day. People come there, they're using the place for political rally. No. Okay. This ground campaign, we were straight to this. Schools was in section until otherwise order. So we are asking all of you to please be in full compliance for us to have a very suitable school year. Another one.
Do we have people complying with all of these regulations? Liberia is very good at having all of the good policies in black and white, but the implementation, I stand to be corrected.
No, let me tell you,
it's somehow dangling. There is no stability into the implementation.
This policy have been implemented to the full years. I want to congratulate the school administrators, especially those in the public schools. They have been in full compliance. They have been obeying and executing those policies accordingly. I want to say bravo to the CEOs, bravo to the DOs for being very vigilant, very proactive, and very professional. We say bravo to you. Thank you for a wonderful job.
Now, what's about the private schools?
The private schools,
because the students from the private schools are all under the government, are all under the Ministry of Education.
Yeah, but the private school will not allow their school campus to be used by any political.
Yeah, you think so? If they allow such, what kind of what is your intervention in that?
If you stay with a king, if the king is disciplining his children, you the slave, you must take you from there. What am I saying? If you know very well that the king is telling the child, I don't let you come in late. You the slave, you will take you from there. If the king can tell his son or beat his son or penalize his son, what's about me? So now we are the king. We are in charge of education. We are saying the school campuses not supposed to be used for these activities. Then the private school will do that? No. We are setting things in place.
Do you have funds for the private schools?
The private school, if you do that, will go to your board because those people that you allow them, if you go to the government school, they're not doing it. But in Liberia, no private school doing that. I can bet for them. The private schools are very organized, pseudo, they like their fence. Over the weekend, no one is venturing around there.
Now let's look at the safety of schools and the safety of the children as well. Do we have regulations put in place for them?
We will not allow our children to go to school without putting into place policies that will protect them and guide them.
What are those policies?
Those policies. Listen, we say school safety and child protection regulations. All school administrators, including teachers, and all school personnel must ensure the safety of each child under their supervision. The following actions should be adhered to and practiced in schools always. Not someday, always. Now, increase your security measures on campus to prevent dangerous people from entering your schools. 1. 2. Everyone should wash hands before entering the school. Student.
Do you see that working?
Are coming up. Student, teacher, and guests must wash their hands upon arrival at the school, before and after meal, and after the use of the bathroom or toilets. Now, if you have a washing bucket before the school campus, it is strictly instructed or directed by the school administrator. Anyone entering, you must wash your hands. If you can't wash your hands, the security will tell you, don't enter the school. Because maybe you use the bathroom, or you've been shaking somebody's hands, or you sat in the car and you touch the door that people went. It's just for prevention. You're going to touch somebody's child, or you're going to shake the school administrator hands. We don't know where you've been passing. We don't know which bathroom you use. These things are contagious. So it can contaminate people's hands, and mistakenly you leave from there, you go take something to eat, and you get running stomach or sickness from that. I don't know what happened to my stomach by ballering today, because you shook somebody's hands. I came from outdoor, I washed my hands before I shook your hand. So if I just enter and just go to you strictly, you don't know where I pass. Before I came here, I went in the bathroom to urinate. So when I come back, I'm going to wash my hands. You know? So if you don't do that, the security will tell you, say, look, don't go inside there.
Are these measures applicable in our setting?
I didn't working. But you don't want your own child to be safe?
You just sitting right here in Monrovia. You saying what kind of, you think your representations in those counties are giving you the right information?
We got DOs that are professional, very trained and knowledgeable.
Are the DOs themselves washing their hands?
Yes, in fact, they get the sensitizer in their hands. So if you come from shaking somebody's hand, you inspect, or you wash, or you roll your motorbike. When you get down, you put in your hand, you alcohol your hand, you wipe your hand with your handkerchief or your tissue. That is for your own safety. Let's go to the next one. Now, they say safe water supply must be provided for all students. If you are operating school, amen. If the children don't have safe drinking water, then I want to school. Because water is life. If you are operating school in the Republic of Liberia, you must provide safe drinking water for the students or the teachers. Because the teacher too can get sick, the human being. So we're talking about safety and protection. If our children going to school, those some parents can provide water. But how long the water will last for? You're there up to 3, sometimes 4. So you, the school administrator, you must provide safe drinking water on your campuses.
Has there been any point in time that an administrator of a particular school, let me put it to the government school, made a proposal to you as a Minister of Education to help in the provision of water wells on their campuses?
Now listen to me. Almost all of our public schools, they have running water. If not running water, you have a hand pump on the various campuses.
Yeah.
But how will you operate a school without water? Water not life. If you go and use the bathroom, you get to flush it. Why are you flushing the bathroom?
The government provides water for the for hand pumps.
Go right here to
all of the public schools in Liberia.
Hand pump there and running water also there.
Are you doing follow-ups as to whether these hand pumps are working?
The report we get it from our CEOs and principals, these things are functioning as we speak to you. So we are also calling on the private schools that please make sure to provide safe drinking water for the students and those employees in your confine, because it is important. So when you go to the school to be battling with stomach running, then they want to leave your campus and go to different place. So this is why we'll go on in the campus. We ask for your bathroom first. Not only providing bathroom, you must have running water there, so that after using the bathroom, you'll be able to flush it. Even if you urinate, you must be able to flush it. You must have somebody assigned there, a support staff that is responsible for that aspect of life. After you use the bathroom, somebody must be there and flush it and clean it for the next person. Because it has been proven that when you come from the bathroom and you're not careful, you can, give any signal to somebody is contagious, it's contaminated. So you come from using the bathroom, and maybe I don't know how you use the bathroom, and you come to just shake my hand. There should be water for you to wash your hands. Okay. The next one, see what? School should provide gender-sensitive toilet. The toilet should not just be one. The boys standing in line, the females standing in line. No. It should be at least 4. One for the teacher's male. The men. The teacher's male.
Yeah.
The guy that own a bathroom. The teacher's female. The women. They get a part of bathroom. The children too, you come to them, the boys, they get a part of bathroom. And then the girls have their part of bathroom. In that way, it is easy to coordinate. But you can't just use 2 bathrooms. They say one for the male, one for the female. No. What happened to the teachers? The teacher not human being. The teacher that human being. They can ease themselves too. So you provide bathroom for them. What's about the male and the female? You partition it. This for the male, this for the female. So when you do that, when we go to inspect, of course, you are on a good ground and you are on the right path. The next one is this. Not only providing the toilet, it said this means the toilet should be separated for boys, girls, just as the teachers, and also disabled. You must also provide a bathroom for disabled people. So there should be a rent for disabled people. Amen. The disabled people in some school, they are getting harder. So if you are a good school administrator, you have a bathroom that will be sensitive to the disabled too.
This thing is, everything is just school administrator.
Oh. So who's supposed to do that, student?
Don't you think it would be necessary for the ministry to have some money
No, but listen, these things are in the public. The government is funding the public schools. Right now we have construction ongoing. All these things are there. But we're also telling the private schools.
Do you have one of Beaufort? Do you have one of such on Beaufort campus?
You went there recently. You saw the renovation. You not even congratulated us. Go there and see what is ongoing.
The Bon County people congratulated you.
Okay, so you see that.
But what?
Now listen. Oh, they don't listen to me, right?
Oh yeah, they follow. You know.
So now listen now. So we are not just talking. We are working. So we want people to understand that this thing is something that is holistic. Not only government schools should do it, all of us, we are citizens of this country. So the people that go to private school, they are citizens too. The people that go to government school, they are citizens too. So people working in government offices and government places, some of them graduated from private school, some of them graduated from private schools, and they are all contributing to the growth and development of Mama Liberia. So when we're talking about health issue, it's holistic. It's not something that is strictly particular to a certain school. You, the parent, when you carry your child to a school, look at the environment. You're not only carrying the child there to go learn. You also carrying the child there to see whether the place is conducive, safe, and acceptable for your child to be there and learn. Because after learning, so that the children will come also to play. Have you inspected the place, whether they are conducive for your kids to be there? Have you evaluated the place, whether they have running water, whether they have a hand pump, that someone is there taking care of the kids? They will shower them, they will have a shower, they will take, especially early child education. So you the parent, Melvin, how will you carry your kid to a school that there's no water? What happens if the child want to defecate? What happens if the child want to eat of cell or urinate and no bathroom? Will you feel comfortable your child to be in that kind of school? So the parents also need to have a stake in this thing, because it is you that carry your children to that school. Go and ask the hard question. It will not cost you nothing. Even if it is the pastor's school, ask the pastor, Pastor, do you have an operational permit from the ministry? Do you have a bathroom? Do you have a running water? Do you have hand pump that people are here to take care of my kids? What happened? The child is smart and the child falls sick. What happened?
No.
So now we want people to understand. You now help the government. Government is for the people, by the people, and of the people, and you are part of government. Now listen to this. Let me just come to this before you come. Now we say, okay, a school should be inclusive, right? Should be inclusive when it comes to construction. You should also remember the disabled. That's what we're trying to say here. Create a relationship with a nearest police depot that will come to your school maybe after every 3 months or after every 4 months to create awareness about how to conduct yourself. No stealing in school. When you steal, when they carry you to the police station, you spoil your money. You bring disgrace to your parents. No fighting in school. When you bring silent weapon in school and you harm your friends, you will go to jail. You understand that? No insulting. When you insult somebody, you are bringing violence in school. So when they take you to the police station, so the police people come and enlighten the children and create awareness, and they will say, oh, it is not good to insult in school. It is not good to steal in school. It is not good to fight in school. It is not good to boycott school. It is not good to leave school and go to a ghetto. You know, those things you start saying, you see the police people, you're not intimidating them, but you're giving them the idea that when you start stealing, tomorrow you still beat at the police station, you will go, they will beat you and they will jail you. So you sensitize the student so that they be a decent citizen tomorrow.
Hey, and I guess with all of these regulations, you're talking about, So many this has been a major concern by many Liberians. That the need for the government, especially on the campuses of private institutions, to have first aid for students. Because this is to say that not many of the schools have private. I'm talking about public schools. Not many of them have the kind of close link with medical institutions or clinic, right? And it's the Ministry of Education through the government thinking about establishing first aid or calling mobile clinics to these institutions.
It's already been introduced. It's already placed in some of our public schools. But what we are thinking now, there's something, because if you want a child to be there, there's insurance. Understand? But then if you go to the public schools, we are not forcing people for insurance. Parents say, I don't have fees for insurance. Maybe we'll say 1,500 or 2,000, something like that. If your child is sick, there can be a mini classroom on the campus. First aid can be administered first, before you take that child to the nearby clinic or hospital. But again, when it comes to government school, we stand. We want to pay 1,000 from first grade to 6th grade, 2,000 from 9th grade from 7th grade to 9th grade, 3,000 from 10th grade to 12th grade. So these are registration fees. So the insurance fees, then the PT, that's where the PTA can come in. This is not paid by the student, it's paid by the parents. The parents are the one taking the responsibility, because God forbid, if something happened to your child and you have to go to the hospital, you pay more than $50 US, which is more than 10,000. Then the insurance company is telling you can only pay 1,500 or maybe 1,000. But you say, no, like government school, we don't want to pay it now. It is not forced. So anything happening on the campus, we call you to come for your child.
In case the person's phone is off.
The person's phone is off. We can go to the nearby hospital and they bill you. And later on you come, because your child there, you will not leave your child there. So it will be a gentleman agreement with the school, because the school too there, the people who operate the school, they are human beings. Their parents far away from home. They are fathers and mothers. They are brothers and sisters. They are working in line with the parents. So you're not seeing so much, jacking or something happening, unusual thing happening to the child, and you will not be concerned. They might call the parents, or they do the best thing to carry the child to the nearby clinic or hospital until you can return.
You can
And
make
when you come, you can address yourself to this thing.
Okay.
But it is appropriate for people to have a mini first aid clinic on campus for intervention or eventuality, or something before you can come.
But it should be a serious policy that you as a ministry need to put in place. No matter whether, no matter the people don't need it or they don't have the money, but that should be a major policy. That should be a major policy.
And then the parents also have to consent, because it is the parents that carry the kids there. So you know why some of the parents say, my child can get sick, I get my hospital, and my child sick, I'll give my child. So it is a critical thing. It is good, but we have to look at it on both sides. Whether the parents will be looking at it, because if not, you will soon hear on the radio, oh, the people put my child outside for insurance fees and a government school. And so we are taking our own time. Though it is there, it is not compulsory, it is optional. So you can do that. When your child is sick, then they will take your child to the nearby hospital, and the hospital will take the full responsibility. Okay, quickly
before we open the lines, let's just touch this. What are the regulations for dress codes for both students, girls, boys, and teachers?
Okay.
This is a major concern as well, because decency pays a lot.
Yes, decency pays a lot, and I really appreciate you for that. And we want school administrators to please listen, and listen well, because what we are saying here today, it is not only for today, it's for a lifetime. Dress code. Let me start first with the teachers. Teachers, school administrators, and teachers should dress neatly. Remember, teachers are role models. Let's practice what we preach. It is on page 34. It's also stipulated in the academic calendar. Okay, now the dress code of teachers and school administrators should be professional. Now, and unkept attire should not be worn by teachers or staff. The round neck teacher, like what you got on today, and why you see me address, because I'm moving to some of the schools this morning. Now, if you were in our school, we send you home because you wore round neck t-shirt this morning. On a Wednesday, it's an active working time. We can only consider that maybe on Friday or when you're going for sport activities. But when you're teaching, you must be neatly dressed. Your shirt should be well organized. Press your clothes. Now, listen, no short trousers is allowed on campus
by the teachers,
even the student.
Okay.
Nobody wears something like Anders t-shirt. Well, when you lift up your hand, people see under your arm. No, it is not acceptable on campus. It is unacceptable, unprofessional, unethical. We at the Ministry of Education will not condone that. Even on your sporting day, don't wear that. You can't wear any t-shirt. You say God what? Where you got nothing? God warm. What is that? No one knows that definition. So when you wear clothes with something like writing on it,
the inscription
or the writing maybe behind or in front. It should be educational.
Education.
You say education is life.
Have you been seeing that on some of the? Have you been seeing that on some of the?
But you can't say, "I come in." You can't say on your car, "I want to see you there." There where? Please follow me. For what? It was enjoyable. What was enjoyable? It was a nice time. Where? What kind of inscription on your t-shirt? Those slogans are not educational, advisable for you to carry to our classroom.
Do you go there to put them out as
the school administrator? This is distributed throughout the school. We're only talking to the parents who are listening now.
Yeah.
There will be added advantage to school administrators that are not implementing these things. You can't carry a child to school and see some teacher with armed teacher coming to accept the child from you. You say, no, stop. The Ministry of Education said you shouldn't dress like that during the course of the week. You're not going for a football game. Why are you dressing? Even when you go for a football game, when you go wear armed t-shirt, you're not in your yard.
Sure.
That is a bad precedent. It's not professional. Now, we also will not allow teachers to be drunk to go to school. If you want to enjoy yourself, go to your entertainment center. Because if you drink, when you open your mouth, like liquor will come also first. And then the children will be talking, it's not easy to do. You obstruct or disrupt the whole class because of your kinju mouth. And I think, no teacher is supposed to carry silent weapon to school. You're not carrying knife. You're not carrying anything that can harm human being to school. I'm talking about teacher first. No teacher in this country supposed to put tea on the anger to go to school. If you say you get a master or a PhD, yes. But the thing you inside, our children are not inside. When anger change to go to school, the student then can practice what the teacher can wear. The student then will soon start practicing how to put anger chain, how to put chain on the anger to go to school too. So you, the teacher, must set an example. You, the teacher, you can't go put color something, attachment in your hair. You get red, you get white, you get yellow, you get green. You teacher, you get satellite dish on your hair. Different color. They call it Christmas leg attachment. What do you want to show to the student? When he's telling the student say, that one I read. Say, no, not red, I pink. Not pink, I pinch. You know, you obstructing the class. Then some of the girls in the class will say, I want to plan my hair like that teacher. It is you, the teacher, that giving a bad idea to the student to practice what you're doing.
Okay.
It is unethical. We also want the men in the school to shave. You can't be treating beer. I hate to say, I know. When you want to treat beer, and you want to be a politician, okay, leave the teaching fee and go to say, I'm growing my political beer. But in the classroom, your beer growing like that, when you finish eating the donut, the sugar, everything on the beer. And then the children say, hey man, look at the teacher beer. And some of the students in the school too want to practice how to grow beer. Because what the teacher will do, that what the student will imitate. Whether it's wrong, it's not wrong, the student will not want to know, they learn it from you. Again, we want people to understand, you can't go blow your nose and you put something in your nose, you can't stand before the student to come teach. When you grab your ring or you whatsoever your spoon, put it in your bag. After teaching, when you go in your car, you can put it on. If you get an anger chain, we're not saying don't be part of your society or your thing you inside. But don't our students, they're not part of your thing. Don't make them to jump inside before time.
Okay.
You, the teacher, you must be neatly dressed and natural.
Okay. So now
your attachment should not be too long coming to your bottom. Your attachment should be short. Though you are teacher, we will not say don't use attachment, but it should be what? It should be moderate. You can't make it too long, it reach behind your bottom. Then what you expect the student to do? No, it is not right. No bringing liquor on campus. No teacher supposed to be asking students to give them recess. No teacher supposed to be asking the student for appreciation. You graduated from university, now the students will pay for your gown, or now the students will pay for your graduation fees. You need to stop that, teacher. You need to stop asking students for sex. The girl students that are in the school, they are not your sex mate. Their parents send them there, they see them looking plump. We can feed them in the morning, we feed them in the afternoon, we feed them in the night. Now while they're looking plump and they're looking beautiful, so that they will learn and decide tomorrow who to marry to live the rest of their life with. So it is not for you because you're teaching chemistry to exploit the girl. It is not for you because you're teaching physics to exploit the girl or to abuse them. It is not for you because you're teaching mathematics to abuse the children. It is unethical, unacceptable, unprofessional, ungodly, and we will not condone that in the education sector. If you know you can't obey this thing, we beg, please resign. If you know you can't do this thing, we beg, please resign. We beg you. You, the teacher, as a female, when you go to the classroom, your breast should be inside your clothes. You can't put your breast outside. Some of the students, they can learn from what they see. So we are telling you, we don't want to go deep. Please be neatly dressed. The men, stop wearing GQ trousers. Your trousers should rest on your shoes. You should wear socks. You can't wear GQ trousers without socks and you come to school anyhow and do anything. Then the student will practice what you're doing. Let me come to the student before you come in, please. because for the
Yeah, we
time.
can take few
The students. Maybe I don't understand why in this country some of our school administrators will not be rigid and discipline our children. And let me start with the parents. Parents, how will you allow your kids to come to school and wear only skin tight to come to school on a color day? Parents, how will you allow your girls to come to school with tear trousers, no belt on the trousers? The trousers coming down at bottom. They come to school, they say that color day. You, the parent, you there, you born your children. Amen. What kind of discipline you giving to them? So we are saying from the Ministry of Education, no tear trousers on campus, whether color day or not. Whether you're going for a field trip or you're not going to a field trip, you are a student. You must submit, you must go through that discipline. Number 2, no attachment is allowed in the school in the Republic of Liberia. I see some schools, they put in expensive, you the parents, in Ghana they call the people hair with sabu. We say, okay, in Liberia, plait your own hair. You don't want to tell your children to plait their hair. Your children using attachment to go to school. You don't know that's additional expenses, and those children that have attachment on hair, when you go to the registrar, they are entitled to the school. And the attachment on hair is about $50. The attachment is $75. The attachment is $25. The attachment is $75. And they are indebted to the school maybe $20. Why are you inconvenience our school administrators? You the parent, you're supposed to say, the Ministry of Education say, plait your hair all down, including the queen of the school. Will I say the thing here over and again? When you go to all the schools, attachment waist. When you want all the school administrators say, you know, the in 12 day. So the in 12 day mean that they shouldn't obey what is written in our law. You must teach the children. The children are kids. The 17 years old, the 16 years old, the 15 years old, some of them in 12 day. You need to teach them. The way you teach your children, how they can grow tomorrow, like how they will respect you. The children can be small. You're supposed to lead them. You're not supposed to allow the children way to be done. You tell the children what the Ministry of Education is saying. Parents, that's your responsibility. A school administrator, if the children come to school with low attachment, do not allow that in your face. So the Ministry of Education say, this is not the dress code. Your skirt supposed to be below your knee, not above.
Okay.
So you see, you can't come to school. You coming to school, you having weapon in your hair, you having liquor in your hair, you having cigarette in your hair. No, there should be security on the gate to inspect the children. There was a school that a kid carried a gun and killed one of the students. You can bear with me. I don't want to call them me, but they know. So students need to be checked at the gate before they enter the classroom. Student, you don't need to carry attachment in school, weave in school, plait your hair all down, plait your hair all down. That one is a less expensive for you, the student. Why you want to embarrass yourself? All fingers not equal.
So I'm not too sure now we can take course because time is out.
With attachment, so then another student coming with the call room. And the Ministry of Education is saying no attachment is allowed in all schools in the Republic of Liberia. School administrators, we beg you, please help us in this regulation so that schools will be in compliance, so that parents will know we need business. If you stay with us and we are there and the parents with us, the children will not bypass us. The children are already looking for a way to bypass. If they have no attachment, that is a sign they will be tempting somebody down there. Your child can be impregnated by somebody. There are some evil guys around here, don't care anything. If they see the child looking beautiful with attachment, they go after you. Let the child be the natural way, let them go to school, learn a book, because you, the parents, you are escorting the children. Today or tomorrow, they will turn around and look after you. Please, no attachment is allowed in all school. Any school you see with attachment, they are violating the Ministry of Education rules and regulations. Please call this number 0777 now 0777 2197. Any school you see with the students with attachment inside, please call 0777 2197. They are violating the rules and regulations of the Ministry of Education. May God bless you, and we pray that we will all be in full compliance with the rules and regulations and the policies of the Ministry of Education so that we can coexist.
Thank you so much this morning. It was good having you.
Thank you so much, Mervyn. We got a lot of information, but next time when we come, we will dive into the other place so that we all can have a wonderful school year, a very professional academic year, a healthy academic year, a peaceful academic year. I want to say congratulations to all of our school administrators, congratulations to all of our parents, congratulations to all of our students. These things that we say is not because we want to harm you, we want you to be a productive a useful citizen for tomorrow. May God bless you, and we love you.
Thank you. He's J. Maxim Blayton, the Director of Communications and Public Relations at the Ministry of Education. He's been my guest this morning on Education at Midweek. Thank you so much. We should spend time to make education material. Education to move forward.